mic so they can hear you.
Okay, I guess that's what we'll do.
You'll do great.
Yeah, first I want to say a heartfelt thanks to our family and friends that came from the four corners of the United States to be here today. Since this time is for Pete, I would like to quote his own words on 2 or 3 subjects. But first, for Pete, I would like to thank Joe Spivey for the 5 long years he never gave up on this project. And Rick Peth, Larry Mahan, Jimmy Schumacher, Jack Roddy, and Harley May. Thank you to the selection committee, and thank you to Pat Hildebrand for all her help and sincere encouragement. And from Pete, congratulations to all you inductees. It's a great honor to be going in with all of you. Now, from one of Pete's columns he wrote, and I quote, "Rodeo is so far removed from any other profession and so unreal when you tell someone about the fact that the Cowboys do not get paid unless they win, no salary, no pension, just nothing unless they win. It's a very unique profession. The rodeo cowboys and stock contractors are indeed the last of their kind. Rodeo is a real slice of Americana, and I'm proud to have been a part of it," unquote. In 1991 at Oklahoma City, Clem McSpadden remarked, "Pete Logan said things over the microphone that we wanted to say, but never had enough guts to say them." And Pete has said, "I've had the reputation of always saying what I think, and I would like to think I am capable of thinking. I have been asked, what's it like to be a rodeo announcer? It has its rewarding moments when everything goes right. Then there are things that happen that send you home swearing you should have gone into another line of work." Now, what he's referring to here is they hire a professional to do the job, and then they'll stand behind you and tell you what to say. For example, there has been the committee man who, and I'm not on committee men today, please believe me. There has been the committee man who has a few worn out, tired jokes he wants you to share with the audience. And he stands behind you and keeps bringing them up, and when you ignore him, he votes against you at the next meeting. I recall one committee man who insisted on telling me over and over in each event what the previous announcer used to say at that point. After exhausting my patience, I finally turned off the microphone and said, quote, "This is Pete Logan, not me now. If you like what he said so much, why the hell did you hire me?" And that's when he needed the job. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Next, when posses were in vogue, there was always a director or a member's wife who tugged at your shirt sleeve as the riders crossed over 2 by 2 and keeps telling you they're in pairs. Whereupon you reply, "Lady, anybody who has enough sense to earn $6 to get in can count to 2. So forget whatever rodeo they represented. On rodeo being inhumane, Pete wrote, "When we read or hear that we are inhumane to our animals, there is never a mention of the human animal that has to pay his way after a horse or a bull runs over him." You ought to know about that, Charlie. Many of these people who write about our inhumanities have some rich old dame who owns a poodle. Now, Pete wrote this, not me. I just want everybody to know that. Many of these people who write about our inhumanities have some rich old dame who owns a poodle with manicured toenails and a sweater and are giving their extra money as a tax deduction. These same people think nothing of putting a dog through the torture of trimming his ears down or cutting his tail off because it's fashionable. Now, to his family, he always said, Never take yourself serious. Today your picture is in the newspapers. Tomorrow your picture will be face up on the bottom of someone's bird cage. And always stand up for what is right, or you'll sit down for everything. On these United States of America, he often quoted Thomas Jefferson. Eternal vigilance is the price of freedom. Leslie, David, and Adrian agreed with their brother Lyle when Lyle said about having Pete Logan for a dad, it was a great adventure. In closing, the Santa Fe, New Mexico paper quoted Pete as saying, "I've mostly been arbitrary all my life. Whatever else I may be, when I am finished, they will know I was here." Thank you.
Lovely job. Let me get this